ladies and gentlemen in TV land. YouTube Sports and Tacos, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sunday Fun Day. Come join us, YouTube Sports and Tacos.
Where? YouTube Sports and Tacos. Subscribe. Get on YouTube. Look up Sports and Tacos and subscribe. Do it right now, people. Subscribe and like and follow Sports and Tacos.
All about having some fun, a little bit of sports knowledge from 3, 4, 5, 6 different folks, depending on the night. Let you know about what happened that day in sports. We'll get to it. Check us out. Sports and Tacos at YouTube.
Perfect. Who are the guys at Sports and Tacos? We're a bunch of sports experts who work together in a huge sports bar forever. And we know more sports than anybody in this entire world because we put our money where our mouth is.
Why Sports and Tacos? Because we're number one. We try to do things a little different from everybody else, and that's who we are because we party like the big dogs.
Okay, sweet. What do you think, Alex? Who is going to be in the AFC Championship game to go to the Super Bowl for the AFC?
Patriots and Chiefs.
Patriots.
Hey!
She's
See
buying.
what we're talking about.
I would love for it to be the Chiefs and the Broncos. I think that would be such a cool game to see, to watch. But I think, yeah, the Chiefs and the Patriots would be more.
Get a shot, but I don't think Belichick's like that. You know, he's Darth Vader. You do it my way or you hit the road.
Well, that's what
He's going to do that.
Yeah. No, it's Belichick's way. I mean, Mac Jones could throw for 40 touchdowns if he wanted to, but Belichick runs teams like he says. He game plans for the team next week. Like the Buffalo game when he threw 2 passes.
2 passes.
And they won the game.
Yeah, that's like that's Tim Tebow.
But he did not need to do that. He could have thrown the ball with Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not a Tim Tebow quarterback. Mac Jones is more of a Tom Brady than a Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
He has a good arm. He has a good read. He knows where the defenses are, where the players are. But when you're in Belichick's system, especially in a rookie quarterback, you do what he says.
Yeah.
I'm not a good-looking man. I'm not a smart man.
That's
Can
all
you
I got.
create the quarterback?
Mac Jones will show out this year.
You do. Pretend you're the head coach and you found out. What would you do?
Well, if people know about it and, you know,
Just pretend it's not public yet.
Okay.
You found out, and the dude is, a superstar, and you found out. Like, how would you handle it internally?
Oh, man, that is such a good question. I would definitely have major discussions with him. Like, this has got to stop. This is a problem. This has got to stop, or you can't. I mean, I'm going to have to suspend you.
Right.
You are representing my team. You need to hold yourself to a certain standard.
Right.
You're getting paid millions and millions of dollars. You can't do that stuff.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to make sacrifices. You're representing my team. And yeah, I mean, if it continued, I think I would have to kick him off. He couldn't play anymore. Because that Sunday Fun Day too hard yesterday. So I told myself I'm not drinking today. I'm taking a day off.
We've all had those occasions.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and especially when you're sitting at your desk on a Monday, you're just like, oh my God, why do I do this to myself?
It happens, man. Gosh, it happens.
It's true. Walk around a bar for 8 hours thinking the same damn thing. Like, why the fuck am I here today?
Yeah, why am I here?
Or the best time.
Yeah.
I know, dude. It used to always like, because I wouldn't know the promo girls would be there, and all of a sudden my table would have another round of beers, and I was like, what the hell? Who's been waiting? Who did that? Who did that? And you look over, the promo girls are there, you're like, oh.
Yep.
Where'd you get? Because it was like sometimes you get yelled at, like if the customers got up and went to the bar to get drinks because you're not doing your job. So I'd always freak out, like, dude, did they go to the bar to get those drinks? Like, what the F? And I'd see the promo girls, and I'm like, oh, that's where it came from.
It was us. Yes.
Yeah. Alex used to live in Denver. Tony, you want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
She used to be a Bud Light promo girl. She's been to the Platte, apparently.
Go to the Platte? You would?
That's right. I worked at the Platte River multiple times. Yeah.
So I was telling her she's probably seen
You had to remember this motherfucker over here. They're gonna beat their ass. These Broncos are gonna beat their ass this year. You know that, right?
I know.
I think I might have to wear this guy today.
Yeah, we're something.
Same question. You know how Antonio Brown lied about doing the vaccination? What do you feel about that?
I think, you know what, I don't think, of course, she shouldn't get in trouble for it. I mean, is lying now a fine in football, which I think it will be soon. But, okay, he lied. Don't coaches, everybody, when they give interviews, don't they always have, like, the Patriots always put people on the injury list when they're not injured? I mean, that's the whole point.
What I think is the funniest part about that story is when it was discovered and he got busted for it, Bruce Arians was...
throw him under the bus.
You know, he's like, no, you know, that kind of behavior, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. The second he's healthy and he's ready, they're like, oh, nope, he's changed his behavior completely. We're ready to welcome back to the team. Like,
and what do you think of Tampa Bay? I'm right now not feeling them.
I'm not sold on him yet there, brother. You know, okay, for the first 6 weeks, sold.
Yeah.
Including when he threw, 40 some odd touchdowns after week 5? It's just disgusting. And now look at them. They're barely winning, but also Mr. Leonard Fournette might be coming back for those playoffs where it's going to help. But I think Jones is going to he's going to help out that team more than Fournette. Fournette, he's a bull. He's a rush. He goes right up that gut, but Jones, he can catch the ball and he can run the ball and he's smart with it. He doesn't fumble.
I think with Tampa, they're not disciplined. I think it's Brady, the only guy they're saying, come on, guys, let's try to win. Come on. And the rest of the team's like, we won a Super Bowl. We got our contracts, bro. They're all like, yeah. This is where you need Bill Belichick.
And another one, too, I agree with you.
he's got
Question. Coming from the multi-universe here. Let's say Aaron Rodgers does go to the Broncos next season. We all know he's a bit of a diva. Does that mean he's going to bring his own coach, coordinator, and pretty much saying, if you want me here, this is bring this all over here?
absolutely.
To be honest,
We get Aaron Rodgers, you do whatever Aaron, you do whatever.
I get what you're saying. I like that. I like what he's saying, the man in the shower is saying. But the thing I do like is, if Aaron Rodgers comes here, he's going to be just like Peyton Manning. When Peyton Manning came here, guess what? We didn't have to go look for people to come. They came and found us because they wanted to win. They wanted a championship. They wanted a ring. And guess what? He did give it to them.
If you couple Aaron Rodgers, it would be the Peyton Manning 2.0 because we have a defense. We have an actual.
All right, Shotgun, on the same point and the same note. All right, let's talk about our Broncos then.
Yeah.
Next year, house cleaning is going to be happening. We're going to be losing Ellis. We're going to be losing Elway. We're going to be losing all our coaches, thank God. And you know what? We're also going to have a new quarterback, and just don't know which one.
We might have we might have new ownership.
Oh, 100%. We have no choice. Everything it has to sell. That's why Peyton Manning. Mac Jones is going to throw more than 3 times this time around.
Yes.
And I feel that he's got the wide receiver core, and like you said, and I do agree with you on this, they had a lot of rest. They got players coming back off of COVID and also off of injuries. But I just feel the Bills have to prove something today. I feel it's going to be a close game. I say it's going to be under 7 points with the victory. I would take the under on it too.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for the Pats. It's not easy.
No, but
the Pats are strong, man. I got to give it to the Pats.
Going up against the Dark Lord inside of the Death Star, he just always seems to fight. He just doesn't lose at home forever.
I know.
Okay, let's pretend. I mean, who's better, Baker or Dak?
Dak.
But also, too, they got the O-line. You know what I mean? I think Baker would do just as well if he were right there.
Yeah, I agree with the man in the shower.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the team around him?
I think they should franchise.
Dude, he had Jarvis Landry. Sorry, but I'm just sitting here thinking he had ODB, Jarvis Landry. He's had the team around him.
Yeah.
And they're heading for 8-8, 7-9 again.
I think Browns need to concentrate, keep that defense killer, and they could get somebody like a Mac Jones, somebody run the ball, power football, throw a couple passes here and there. I believe they can make it work if they go that route.
So if let's pretend it's opening day 2023. Is he a Brown?
Yes.
No.
No, I think no.
Fell. All right.
If real quick, let's just touch on that. If you're the GM of the Browns, dude, do you franchise tag him and make him prove himself for another season, or do you give him a contract? Because right now, I mean, dude, he is a middle of the road, maybe even lower back half tier quarterback, in my opinion. Pretend you're the GM of the Browns right now. I mean, do you move on, or do you? Because he's going to want $35 million a year.
Well, he already signed that big contract, so they still have him. If anything,
he's still on his rookie deal. This is his 4th year. The question is, do you pick up the 5th-year option with him? No, don't get me wrong. He was the first pick of the draft, so it was a big contract for a rookie. But do you give him
be making that touchdown for the record breaker with Cobb?
Right.
But
Dude,
I didn't hear his name all last night.
Dude, he's doing nothing. And whenever I do daily fantasy, I always find myself throwing him in there as like a cheap player, being like, oh, he might get a touchdown, just because of a big name. And every time I do it, it's like, oh, 2 catches for 15 yards. I'm like, okay. So he has kind of dropped off.
You think you found a little bit of gold in the pan? You're like, what the?
Yeah, right. No, it's happened to me multiple times.
It's that fool's gold.
Yeah, it's happened to me multiple.
And you know what? Who won that game last night with Indianapolis? It wasn't the big names. It wasn't the Pittman Juniors. It wasn't their running back. It was a no-namer I have never heard of.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was crazy.
Who's your pick of the day? Hey, real quick before we move forward, Joe. I already know what your stupid pick of the day is, but let's tell the world what your pick of the day is.
I'm taking the Raiders, dude. I love them. They're hot. Nice little win coming into Denver. Derek Carr.
Wow, in Denver. You beat the freaking Baker. Baker didn't even play in that game, right?
Hey, listen, dude. Baker
he wasn't.
Does Baker Mayfield really matter that much to the Browns? Like, gee, even Christmas. They win games because of their defense and Nick Chubb. Baker Mayfield. I know I said I'd buy into him, but right now he's too hurt. Like, a win's a win. You play who's on your schedule, and you play who's on the field, Spencer.
Pretty enough. And then
that's when you know a receiver is just sick. When you know where they're going to throw the football and you cannot stop it. It's the old saying, all you can do is hope to contain.
Yeah. And they got a great
there hasn't been that many wide receivers ever. The Jerry Rices, the Randy Mosses, the Antonio Brown in his prime. Like, all you could hope for is that they don't win the game. They're going to get their 100 yards, their 150 yards. Jay Champ just logged on. Hey, just so you know. Is your sound on?
Yeah, what's up, dude? I guess I just didn't get the text message that you guys were doing this morning.
All I know is...
Hey, man, you bet you've been drinking too many Tony Weisers.
Right there. There's your Las Vegas. There's your Raiders. I think so, too. I mean, it's at Foxborough. Belichick, dude, he's just Darth Vader. He's freaking the hoodie. It's December, football in Foxborough. Now, granted, it's the Bills, and the weather is not going to be a factor for the Bills. But
division game.
That's going to be that game. I mean, that has major playoff implications.
Oh yeah.
If the Bills can go in there and come out with a victory, it's going to change. It's going to change a lot of people's opinions because people are a little down on the Bills right now. They're not necessarily convinced that the Bills are what they were last year or the year before. They looked like they were up and coming, and they were heading for a Super Bowl soon. But this season, I don't know, they've been underachieving. So if they could go in there and get that win, but man, something like if I had to put $1,000 on it, there's no way I'm betting against the Patriots today.
And one more.
And there's a little game at Foxborough today.
Yeah.
I'm just
Thank
gonna
you.
I'm gonna take a wild guess here and assume that you're probably, at least your pick of the day is going to be somewhere in that game.
So I got two things, guys. I'm going to be coming from the multiverse. Spider-Man really inspired me. So this whole multi-universe thing. Now, guys, I'm not a Raiders fan, and I have nothing against the Broncos, but I think the Raiders are going to slaughter the Broncos today.
Not a chance in hell.
I think that's going to happen, guys.
Not
We still have
happening.
our defense.
And I'm going Homer Simpson style today because it's Broncos Raiders. And basically we know realistically, yeah, we got a chance. We got a chance at the playoffs. But even if we were to somehow miraculously make the playoffs, we ain't going deep. So, like many years,
You never know, man. You never know.
many years in the past, this is the Broncos Super Bowl, at least for the true fans in Denver. If all we do is beat the Raiders today, I'll be okay. So,
All right, ladies and gentlemen in TV land, YouTube Sports and Tacos, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sunday Fun Day. Come join us, YouTube Sports and Tacos. All right, this is Sports and Tacos. We got freaks out there. We got 4 of them. We got 5 of them. We got special guests. We got a man in the shower. We got a brainiac. We got a guy that looks like he's supposed to be on Sports Center. And then you got me. It's all about the TMP, Sports and Tacos.
perfect. You can see Sports and Tacos at YouTube. Smash that subscribe button right now. We are on Sunday mornings, Monday nights, and Thursday nights. Sports and Tacos, YouTube, subscribe. Do it now.
Where? YouTube, Sports and Tacos, subscribe. Get on YouTube, look up Sports and Tacos and subscribe. Do it right now, people. Subscribe and like and follow Sports and Tacos.
Because we get paid to put our money where our mouth is. We tell you how it is for real, not what they want you to say. Listen to us, Sports and Tacos.
Cool, perfect.